Welcome to the Covert Action Bar Pro video tutorial. First of all, thank you very much for upgrading to the Pro version of this plugin. You're absolutely going to love all the extra features and possibilities, so let's just get straight into it and show you what it can do. Now in this short video tutorial I'm going to cover how to install the Pro version of the plugin, how to configure and use Covert Action Bar Pro, and finally some tips and tricks for getting the best results from using it. To download your Covert Action Bar Pro plugin, you simply click on the link below this video. That will start the download of a zip file to your computer. Then remember where you save that zip file to, because you're going to use it to upload, install, and activate your plugin from inside your WordPress admin area in a bit. So download that zip file now and remember where you put it. And I'm going to head over to WordPress now and get started. So we're here on our test WordPress blog, clean install, just to show you how this works. Now again, I just want to show you that on WordPress these days there's this nifty admin bar up here, which is actually for you. This only shows when you logged into the admin area and then we view your blog at the same time. It actually blocks the Covert Action Bar. There is a Covert Action Bar beneath it here. It won't do that for your users, obviously, because they can't see your admin bar, but it's kind of unhandy when you're working on a Covert Action Bar, so you want to disable this one, and then if you like having it up there, put it back when you're done setting up your Covert Action Bars. So I'm just going to start with showing you how to disable that one, and that's pretty easy to do. You just go into users and find the username that you use to log into WordPress, in my case here admin, click on edit, and then you find this one toolbar, show toolbar when you're inside. Just uncheck that box, click update profile, and that toolbar will be gone, so it's easy to work with the Covert Action Bar plugin. Now to install the Pro versions, you go here to plugins in the dashboard panel, you click on add new, and you click on upload. And click on the box or the browse button, and then find where you downloaded your Covert Action Bar Pro Covert Action Bar -pro.zip file to. And in my case, I put it in the cap install folder. It might be on your desktop or in your downloads folder, or where you normally download to. You just hit open there, and then click install now, and WordPress will automatically install the plugin. You click on activate plugin, and the plugin is installed and active. Now because I have the basic version already installed, I get a warning up here saying you must deactivate the standard version of Covert Action Bar. That's because if I run both at the same time, I get duplicate bars up here. It looks silly, and since you're using the Pro version, there is no need to use the basic one anyway. So you want to click on deactivate here for the basic version. And there you go. Now you have the Covert Action Bar Pro plugin installed, activated, and ready to go. And you'll notice out here in your dashboard side menu, you have the Covert Action Bar Pro sub menu, and if you click on that, it will expand down here and open up the settings for the first action bar. And here you have, in the sub menu here, you have the action bar 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you can actually run 5 different action bars on your blog at any given time. And for each of these, you can actually have 5 different ad variations inside a bar. So in reality, you can run 25 different Covert Action Bar ads at the same time. And here you have the report section, where you can get stats on how many times a given ad was displayed, how many clicks it got, and so on. But we'll get to that in a minute. Now here in the settings for each of the Covert Action Bars, there's a few links I just want to show you before we get started. Up here we have our logo and a link here, Iron Wealth Builders, and this, if you click here, you'll go to a page where you see our latest WordPress plugins. When we release new plugins, we'll put them on that page, so you can go check them out. If we find something that from other people that is really good, that we're using, that works great, we'll put it on that page as well. So that would be a good resource to find hot new plugins to use in WordPress. You'll also find a help link here, where there's a bit of documentation for each of the settings here. Plus there's a link to our help desk on this link. So if you need any help, you can click this link and find the details there. Now this is this is how it looks in the Pro version when you go to set up a covert action bar. There's some text here telling you that you can use the editor, uh, that you can have multiple versions, and so on. But let's just try setting up our first covert action bar, and I have a bit of text here that I'll just copy it in here, and say this should be it. Now you notice we have a full editor here. It looks very much like the one you have in your WordPress posting area. And first of all, you can align your text, center it, align it right, align it left, or whatever you want. You can bold the text, make it italic, underline it, strike through, and all that good stuff. We'll just start with doing it bold. Select the font. Just try this one. Select the size of the font. You can actually go all the way up to 36-point font. The bar will expand to accommodate it, or you can do smaller than that. I'll take something in the middle here and do a 14-point. Now this one, I think I want to make it look like it's a real hyperlink. So what I'll do there is select the font color blue and underline it. So this is my call to action. This is what I actually want people to click, but the entire bar in reality is the link. Oops, we'll make that red just to get some added attention, and then I think we will put the background color as yellow and all that, just to make it even more visible. So now I created, with the help of an editor, a really good looking covert action bar here. And I'm quite happy with that. So I go down here, and next step is to select the link you want people to go to when they click this ad up here. And this could be another of your sites, somewhere else on your blog, an affiliate link, CPA offer, whatever it is you're trying to do with this specific covert action bar. You just put in the link there. Next step here is if you want the URL to open in the same window or a new window when people click it. I think for that one we'll click select new window. The delay in seconds is set to 0 by default, which means that the covert action bar will appear as soon as people load up the page. You can set it to anything, like it could show after 1 second, well, maybe not that long, 123 seconds, 14 seconds, whatever you want. For this one, I'm just going to go with 2 seconds. And here's one of the big things with the Pro version here is that you have full control over where you want this action bar to actually display. By default, it's set to appear everywhere, which means that every page, including the home page, every post, every category page, anything that loads in your blog, this ad will appear. You can set it to just appear on the front page. You can set it to appear on individual pages, however many of them you want. Now this is a fresh install of WordPress, so it only has a sample page in here, but on your own WordPress blog, if you have multiple pages, they will all be listed here, and you can check however many of them you want it to appear on. You can also say to show in categories. Again, this is a fresh install, so it only has the uncategorized here, but here would be a list of all the categories you currently have on your blog, and you just check each category you want this particular ad to show for. And then here you can select if it should only be for the category page, only for posts within the category, or for both. And finally, you can select to show it on specific pages. And here you need to put in the numerical ID of the post you want to show on. Now, every single post on your WordPress blog will have a numerical ID. It doesn't matter if you use permalinks or whatever to have links, post links without numbers in them. The post will still have an ID. So if you go into all your posts and you hover over the edit link for each post, you will see a number appear, like in the in your browser, it shows that this link will go to somewhere, and it will also display a number, and that is the post ID, and that's what you put in here. So for example, if I wanted this particular ad to show on post 1, post 20, 34, post 45, and so on, I can make an unlimited list of comma separated IDs for however many posts I want to show this ad on. Now all this down here is obviously very, very powerful, because you can tailor an ad, a covert action bar, specifically for a post. Let's say you are reviewing a specific product on a specific post, then you can make a specific covert action bar just for that post. Or you can have, maybe you're blogging about a lot of different things in your blog, and like you have a category that's about internet marketing. So you make an ad that's about a freebie, a download, a product in internet marketing, and you only want to show it in your internet marketing category or on your internet marketing page, and so on. This way you can really tailor which ads to show where. Anyway, let's just set this to show on the front page, and when I'm happy with all my selections here, I click Update Settings. And this is now saved. It says settings updated. In order to make this one go active, I had to click the Set Active button and press OK. If I now go to my blog here, refresh it, that covert action bar will now appear. And that's pretty much it for the pro version. As far as making nifty looking stuff with the editor, if you want to edit this one, you have to set it to inactive, and then you can edit it and do whatever you want. I'm just going to show you the next feature here, and that is one where you test different ads against each other. So just to make this quick, I'll just do some cut and paste here and say this is bar text number 1, bar text number 2, and bar text number 3. And I'm all happy with this. And let's show this one on the sample page and just hit Update Settings and set it to active. Now what this does is, this is a sample page. We go to the sample page, and here is the covert action bar number 2 that we set up to show on the sample page. And you say this is bar text number 1. If I hit refresh on this one, it will show bar text number 2, number 3, and it will go back to cycling through number 1, 2, 3, and so on. And you can have up to 5 different variations. So what I did here, I'll just try to edit it again. So all you do here, in order to have multiple variations, is you hit return to start a new line, and then you can do, this is bar, let's make it look the same, this is the bar text 4, and again I can update settings, set it to active. And if we go back here, refresh again, number 4 will now be in the mix as well. It starts at 1, 2, 3, and so on. Now where this is very nifty is when you go into reports, you can see for each of the action bars. Like this is the first one I set up, the oops, your pop-up blogger just blocked the free download and so on. Action bar number 1, you can see that got 1 impression. Well, after a while you obviously get more impressions as your blog gets traffic, and you can see how many click-throughs this one has gotten and the click-through rate. And this gets really good when you when you have multiple variations of an ad, because as you get traffic and impressions here, you'll start noticing that maybe the variation number 1 up here is getting a much higher click-through rate than number 2, 3, and 4. And if that's the case, then you just go in and delete 2, 3, and 4, and just run with number 1, or maybe you delete 2, 3, and 4 and make some new variations and try to beat number 1. So you're actually kind of split testing your ads within an action bar if you use this feature of adding up to 5 variations. And in here you get the stats for all your action bars. If you have them all had them all active, you would have all of them in here. So that's pretty much the Covert Action Bar Pro version. Again, you can do all this stuff in here, selecting exactly where you want it to display. You have a full editor to make it look like whatever you want in here. Different fonts, all the different colors, all the effects and whatnot. And again, for all this stuff and where you want it to appear and stuff like that, there's some additional documentation in this help file that you can get if you click here. So that's the Pro version. I'm going to open up the slides again and just finish off with some tips on how to get the most out of using this. So some tips and tricks for getting the best results. I highly recommend that you use the delay effect, because we found it's less effective if you have it set to 0 and the bar shows right away. And the reason for that is that some people have slow loading internet connection. Some people open up pages and do something else and wait while stuff loads and various stuff like that. So we found it's always best to just give them some time to get into your page and start absorbing your content before you actually hit them with this ad. Not saying you won't get results from 0, and by all means test all different settings and find out what works for you, but we found that it's most effective if you use a bit of a delay. And it's especially effective if you can time it with unlikely interaction on your site. For example, if there's a video on the page you're showing it on and you know that most people that go to that page watch the video, it might be kind of good to time your pop-up, your Covert Action Bar pop-up until that you know that people are well into that video. Or if it's a review blog, and your Covert Action Bar offers like a discount on a product you're reviewing or whatnot, you want to make sure that people have started reading the review so they know what the Covert Action Bar is about when it pops up. And that's again because you want to relate the Covert Action Bar to what people are actually seeing on your site. That's when you get the best results. Like if they're reading an article about, say, SEO, and the Covert Action Bar offers a free report on SEO, you're gonna get the best results and click-through rates and opt-ins and whatever you're trying to go for if they have actually started reading your article about SEO before that thing pops up and giving them the freebie on SEO or whatever it is you're trying to do. Because that reinforces the whole, I missed out on something here. Like I'm already reading this, there was supposed to be more. Oh my god, it's blocked. And then they click, and then that's when you get results. Some more tips. Again, you want to reinforce that pop-up blocker effect. And I used the text here. That was just an example, and there's lots of other ways to do it. But I should, oops, your pop-up blocker just blocked, whatever. And click here to unlock it. But again, it's about reinforcing that. The reason this Covert Action Bar gets attention is because it looks like a pop-up blocker, and we've been conditioned by Microsoft and all the browsers for years that when the yellow bar and that sound comes up there, something has been blocked, and we always want to go check to see if we missed out on something or if it was actually something that we were quite happy that they blocked. But we want to check it out anyway, and that's the effect you want to play on. So you really want to make it seem like they missed out on something, so you get that click on your bar ad. And always use a call to action, because as I said, the Covert Action Bar will get their attention. They're conditioned to look at that stuff when it pops up. But getting attention is not the same as getting a click. You need to get the click. So you get their attention, they're looking at the bar, but you need to ask them to click something. And it's the same as email marketing or any kind of marketing really. You want to tell people what exactly it is you want them to do. So if you want them to click up there, you tell them click here. So you say this was blocked, click here to unlock it. Tell people what to do. And that's what will net you the absolute best results. But there's a lot of options, possibilities. Just be creative. You can do a lot of stuff for this one. You might get some great ideas for specific ads, for specific pages, or whatever you're doing. Lots of options, lots of possibilities. It will get people's attention, so have a lot of fun with it, and hopefully get some good results. So thanks again for ordering the Code Action Bar Pro plugin, and good luck with your campaigns. If you have any questions or comments, please use the support link at the bottom of this page, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. But thanks again, and have a great day.